Hi, and welcome to my channel. I'm Teresa, and together we are going to stretch our minds, bodies, and spirits. So if you're new here, very welcome. And if you're coming back, thanks for coming back to join me. I'm really excited about this topic today. I really had sort of a mind-blowing experience yesterday, and I thought this is information, or this is sort of one of those light bulb moments that I felt I really needed to share, because it's the sort of thing that affects all of us, and I really felt that this would be really helpful to share with you, my viewers. So every Sunday morning I do a breathwork session, and I'm going to leave a link in the description below. It's called Alchemy of Breath, and every Sunday they do 2 free sessions, one in the morning UK time, one in the evening UK time. So really anyone anywhere in the world will be able to join either one of these sessions. And it's about breathing and feeling energy and moving energy through the body, but it's also about healing and clearing stuck energy. And every week is a different topic, and people can suggest different topics. It could be, how do I discover my life purpose? How do I heal my inner child? How do I open myself up to receive love? There's just, every week's a different topic, and every week I feel like I have a light bulb moment. But yesterday was really important. It was about how to perfectly love the imperfect you. And the session starts with kind of a 30-minute sort of seminar, workshop, talk. The facilitators will talk about the topic and give their insights into it. People put things in the chat, their experience, what they're trying to heal or what they're working on or what they feel about the topic. And then there's 30 minutes of breath work, and you're just breathing, and you're bringing in oxygen into the body and life force and energy. And I find that I have just a lot of aha moments in that 30 minutes of breathing. And the aha moment I had was because the exercise was to look at the things in yourself that you feel are not perfect, and how do you either transmute that or accept that, or whatever it is that your personal goal might be. It could be different for everybody. But what came to my mind was, well, who said these were flaws or imperfections? Who defined these things as imperfections in the first place? If they're only imperfections or flaws because somebody decided that they were, and only decided that they were bad, and decided that these are things that you should not like, try to get rid of, not love, not look at, not want to be. And I thought, well, maybe that's not true. Maybe these things that we've defined as flaws or imperfections aren't. Who's to say that they are? Who decided that? And if I decide that they're not, then they don't have power over me, or I don't feel bad about it, or I don't have negativity surrounding it. So an example would be, I have stretch marks. 30 years ago, I had a baby. Well, I've always sort of thought those stretch marks were unattractive. But why do I think that? Why should I think that my stretch marks are unattractive? Why shouldn't I believe that they're actually a badge of honor? That my body created a human life, the most important person in the world to me, and the evidence of that is ugly somehow? I don't think so. So I've changed my mind about my stretch marks now, and now I see them as beautiful and a reminder of the life that I created. So now something I used to think was ugly or negative is now very beautiful, and now I can go out and proudly wear a bikini and be thrilled that people see my stretch marks. And I can be thrilled that people see my cellulite, because I'm a woman and women just have that. And who decided that cellulite was ugly or bad, or we shouldn't have it, or we should hide it, or we should spend thousands of dollars trying to get rid of it? Who decided that wrinkles were ugly? Smile lines mean you've had an amazing life and that you've laughed a lot. It does not mean you're old or ugly or tired looking. And who should, why should I spend all kinds of money trying to get rid of my life's experiences? I learned a long time ago, nothing can hurt you unless you actually believe it might possibly be true. So I had a good friend who was upset with me about something, and he wanted to hurt me. So he left me a voicemail and said a lot of mean things because he wanted to hurt me. He wanted to say things that he thought would damage my self-esteem and my self-worth. Except that all the things he said, I knew weren't true. And so nothing he said hurt me. I laughed it off, deleted the message, and also deleted the friendship. Because I thought anybody who would purposely try to hurt me is not really a friend. But I learned a really important lesson. He didn't hurt me because I didn't think any of those things were actually true. If I had the slightest chance of a belief that any of the things he said were true, then yes, those would have absolutely hurt me. So I'm going to take those two things and put them together. Something can't hurt you if you don't believe in it. If you don't believe it's true, it can't hurt you. Nobody can say anything that would hurt you if you know it's not true. Flaws or imperfections, you only think that they are because somebody has defined it that way, but maybe that's untrue. And so change the definition. Erase that they're flaws, erase that they're negative, erase that they're ugly or unattractive or you have to hide it. And that can be personality traits too. Is it really so wrong to be selfish? Sometimes we need to be selfish. It isn't always a negative thing. Some of us give too much and then we end up empty at the end of the day. So sometimes it is important to be a little selfish and take time for yourself and make sure your own needs are met before others. Like they say on the airplane, put your own oxygen mask on first before helping others. Is that selfish? Some people might think it's selfish that you help yourself first, but it's not. It's not. So my message to you is all the things that you beat yourself up about, all the things you look in the mirror and you hate, all the things you wish you could change about yourself. Ask yourself, are they really flaws? Are they really imperfections? Or did somebody just define it that way and then you believed it and you took it as, yeah, they are. But you don't have to believe it. You don't have to make them true. You can decide that no, my scars are from having a surgery that saved my life, from having a baby, from a ski accident I had, but gosh, did I have fun skiing anyway that day. I mean, all of these things. Redefine what they are, and then the power of them disappears. And perhaps the suffering we create in ourselves, emotionally and mentally, that dissipates. Just by saying, I don't believe these are flaws anymore. I don't believe these are imperfections. I embrace them, I own them, I enjoy them now because they're part of me. And I love who I am. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. I look forward to seeing you again soon. As always, namaste.